If you're seeing this video, it means I have successfully hacked into the Climbers Crag YouTube channel. And who am I exactly? Just your friendly neighborhood indoor boulderer. Now, Climbers Crag does a great job talking about outdoor climbing, showing you everything that's going on in outdoor climbing. But what about indoor climbing? What about this? What the f is this? I don't know about you, but when I go to the gym, I make sure I always bring the appropriate gear. Sandals, check. Empty backpack, check. Heavy waterproof clothing in case the gym floods, check. And a smolder that would pierce the soul of the devil himself, check. For those of you that don't know, popular fashion magazines like Vogue and GQ, they market to everybody, even rock climbers. The problem is, in the fashion industry, there's not a whole lot of rock climbers, so when they try to market rock climbing gear, you get pictures like this one. I don't know why they had this guy pose like a hunchbacked goblin, like they would be serving his vampire master, like, yes, master. But the other thing people were quick to point out was that this isn't the original photo. We actually have the original right here. And I don't know why, but somehow, it is so much worse. Never mind the fact that they're marketing this towards rock climbers and he's not even rock climbing, but what the f is he doing? Now, we may never know, and this image may haunt your nightmares for years to come, but if you thought this was the only one we have, you were wrong. Now, we all know the more expensive climbing gear is, the better it is, right? You're gonna use some cheap 50 cents chalk, or are you gonna splurge for that Friction Labs Gorilla Grip, that sticky icky? Well, when it comes to chalk bags, Louis Vuitton has got you covered. At an affordable $1,500, you yourself can own the fashionable and designer Louis Vuitton chalk bag. And if you're wondering what makes this chalk bag so special, what makes it worth $1,500, really almost $1,600, Louis Vuitton has the answer. The Chalk Nano bag showcases the distinctive Louis Vuitton monogram pattern, the same pattern that they use on everything. They cannot come up with a different design. Alongside contemporary practical details, very practical. This bag is practical as f***. With a supple shape, I love a good supple chalk bag, inspired by Climbers chalk bags. It's not a Climbers chalk bag, it's just inspired by them, okay? This item can be comfortably worn on the shoulder or across the body. That's why I always wear my chalk bags. That's great. They know us climbers so well. I always wear my chalk bag slung across the shoulder. It just looks better that way. You know, if you own this chalk bag, you know what you should do? You should try wearing it around your neck. It is decorated with a sleek chain. Oh, it's so sleek and functional carabiner fastened to the strap, which are signatures of Virgil Somebody's Spring/Summer 2019 designs. It's just such a good chalk bag. It's worth the price. And it's actually, that's the base model. For $2,000, you can get the even cooler one that actually somehow looks uglier, in my opinion. And I thought this was fake at first because this is on climbing.com. I was like, oh, maybe somebody made this as like a meme. Nuh-uh. If you go to Louis Vuitton's website, right here, bam, the Chalk Nano bag. Call for an inquiry.
Good afternoon. Thank you for contacting Louis Vuitton. My name is Joyce. How may I assist you?
Hello, I was interested in your Chalk Nano bag. Do you know if you have any of those available?
I can check for you. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
My name is Adam Andra.
Thank you, Adam. And you said the Chalk Nano bag?
Yeah, I have the product number too if you need that. Yeah, I can actually send you my email address and you can just let me know as soon as you get one. As soon as you get one available.
So, regrettably, at this time, the Chalk Nano bag is an item that we are no longer producing, and there is no availability of the item anymore.
Damn it! Now, if you are interested in this bag, please note that there is some product care guidelines that Louis Vuitton lays out for you right here on their website. To keep your monogram canvas product beautiful as the years pass, we recommend following these guidelines for its care. Beware not to scratch or rub your product against abrasive surfaces, especially the leather trim. You gotta watch that leather trim. Thankfully, you're never going to be around any abrasive surfaces while rock climbing. You should be fine. You got to keep your product in pristine condition, especially your chalk bag. You don't want people looking down on you unless they're actually above you on the rock wall. Keep your product away from damp or humid environments and avoid direct exposure to sunlight. Keep your product away from any direct source of heat. No sunlight. Sunlight is bad for chalk bags. You shouldn't be going outside and climbing anyway, climbing in the gyms where it's at. This bag was specifically made for gym climbers. Avoid contact with any greasy substances, cosmetics, perfume, and hydroalcoholic solutions, as well as any material that may transfer their colored pigments onto the product. So no chalk. You don't want to get any dirt or mud or chalk, really anything on this bag that might ruin it. But it's probably best, really, if anything, to just wear it and strut around the gym and not actually use it. Taking proper care of your Louis Vuitton product will allow you to fully appreciate its beauty for many years. And you know what? That is important, because the first thing I look at when I see another climber is their chalk bag. And if their chalk bag is not in pristine condition, if I see any chalk on it, any grime, I automatically don't respect them. And if you want the whole Louis Vuitton climbing collection, you might also want to look into getting the chalk bucket, which is aptly named the Hobo Cruiser PM. What a name. This modest bag is a mere $3,500, and you can really see the quality in it. And as far as chalk buckets go, you know, I usually like having a nice zipper there, you know, a zipper to keep all my chalk safe on the inside so it doesn't get on the outside. You wouldn't want any chalk getting on these beautiful holds here. And you would think if you're paying $3,500, they're gonna give you some at least real holds to put on there, not this cheap plastic. But you have to remember, no abrasive surfaces, and rock walls are by nature abrasive, so you can't have this near any actual rock. And if neither of these are what you're looking for, do not worry. They even have the micro version. If you just like to carry one nugget of chalk with you when you climb, you know, if you're trying to send silence or something, you want to save that extra weight, put a little nugget of chalk in this bad boy, pull it out when you need to. It might be kind of tough to unzip or to even find on your belt, but it's gonna get you where you need to get. And don't worry, it's not $3.5 grand like the chalk bucket. It's a meager $970. That's right, $970 for a bag the size of your thumbnail. Are you like me and you're constantly losing your climbing shoes? Like you're on the wall and next thing you know, you look down, your shoes are gone. They just popped off, flying around the gym. You have no idea where they are. You just can't keep them on your feet. Well, this ad has the perfect solution to that problem. By clipping your carabiner to your pants and shoes, you will never lose your rock climbing shoes again. And as an added benefit, if you ever have to relieve yourself on the wall, all you have to do is point your toes down and it'll pull your pants down, giving you the perfect opportunity to relieve yourself. So we kind of see the same issue over and over again with a lot of these, which is ever since free solo came out, every advertiser thinks the climbers have to be free soloing for it to be cool. But I think they misunderstood what it was about free solo that made it cool. One of those things being, he wasn't in a fucking gym. I also have no idea what's going on with this water bottle here. Like, you know, I get dehydrated from time to time. I get it, you know, I want water. But maybe just leave it on the ground until you're done climbing. It doesn't look like she's wearing a harness, but she must be, because the water bottle is attached to something, unless she's just like clenching it between her cheeks. And if it is attached to a harness, maybe turn the harness around and tie a rope to it. I'm also curious why they give her knuckle wraps, like she's gonna have to bare fist box somebody at the top of the wall. Now this is one I really took issue with, because I felt like people were really nitpicking on this, and a lot of people were criticizing this ad, and you know, I don't think there's really anything wrong with it. Sure, she's not properly secured to the wall. Sure, she's wearing a backpack while climbing indoors. And yes, she's climbing with a hygiene kit. Big deal. Maybe she has halitosis and she likes to brush while she's on the wall. You didn't think of that, did you? Now this one raises a lot of questions, and I think the biggest question is the question that's on everybody's mind. Why does she have a landmine with her? I don't know about you, but typically, at least most of the time, I don't carry an anti-tank mine with me while I'm climbing. At least not indoors. It's a little excessive. Now the next question that might come to mind is, why are all the holds underclings? And if they are all underclings, why isn't she using them? Well, that's where we have to really dive deep and look at the original photo. Things starting to make a little bit more sense now. I still don't really understand what the point of this thing is, right? Like, it's clearly supposed to be like a lantern or something, but I don't know why they didn't just give her a whole lantern. They just put like the top on her. Also, why would you need a lantern at all, let alone the top half? Although now that I'm looking at it, maybe it's like a super futuristic chalk bag or something that like you put your hand over it and it like spurts chalk into your hand. Could be something cool like that. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm gonna stick with it being a landmine. This is another one a lot of people were criticizing unjustly. I mean, clearly what happened here was this guy had bell notifications on for the Climbers Crag YouTube channel. He heard it go off and he was like, well, I'm not gonna miss an upload. 1 minute you're on the wall, and then next thing you know, Toby Seeger just dynoed over the Great Wall of China. You don't wanna miss that. It's the year 2077, and pollution has destroyed the natural world. A thick layer of toxic fog has blanketed the earth, and only the climbers were able to survive. Those who couldn't climb their way out of the fog slowly lost their sanity and became ravaging psychopaths. And the only way for these rock climbers to survive is to head into the fog, to scavenge for supplies, and fight the mutated monsters below. This is Rock Climbing 2077. Honestly, if you just like cover up the bottom half, outfit looks kind of cool. The sunglasses, the flowers in the hair, the harness. I just understand high fashion, okay? You guys just don't get it. Now this one really stood out to me. There was something in this photo that really caught my eye and had me, you know, really focused for a long period of time. Look how safe she was on the wall. Some of you losers only use 1 carabiner when you're on the wall. She uses 3. She's taking safety to the next level. Also, just look how nice her fingernails look. You think that if she wasn't a skilled and safe rock climber, she wouldn't have been able to make it up that far without scuffing up those nails? So those are all the indoor rock climbing ads I found, and you know, some of them work. I never thought of climbing with a landmine or kegeling a water bottle up the wall, but these are some great ideas. Now, do they make me want to buy their products? Not really. And also, last thing, don't go telling everybody that I hacked into the channel, okay? The guys at Climbers Crag, they don't need to know about this, okay? It's our little secret. Don't be a snitch.